Combining blade specials is key to victory here.
All right, we're live. Okay, so we're running live with the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Direct in about a few minutes. Okay, so you guys might know this, but the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is about to be $70 physical, digital, $80 physical. I think there's a special edition that comes down. How much does that cost? $120. That's the version I pre-ordered. Guess that kind of just covers up the cost. Anyway. So if it's gonna be $80, that means that it has to be at least have a lot of content involved in it, because as you all know, Nintendo has been doing like variable pricing. Like games don't always cost $70. Like I think after Mario Tennis the recent Mario Tennis game, like they kind of realized that $70 games isn't gonna work in the long term, so they just decided to like price it depending on like how much content is in the game. Like Star Fox was like $50 digital, $60 physical. See, I think Splatoon Raiders was that much. And what other? Yeah, so I guess if Fortune's Weave is gonna be $70-$80, and that means it's gonna be like a ton of content. Like if Three Houses was pretty substantial, then probably Fortune's Weave would probably be even more bigger than that. So maybe it'll be worth the $80. Maybe it won't. Who's to say? I think that's like my biggest thing, right? Biggest gripe about it. Ugh. So yeah. Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay. All right, 30 seconds.
The second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
We'll never win the battles ahead without them. We need as many as we can recruit.
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Daxian, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse to yield. The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory. Kai is a
Yeah,
young
so
boy
it's like
living
4
in the
different
peaceful village of Rebecca.
scenarios.
On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
So, if I had to guess,
Dietrich
these 4 stories will eventually, like,
is attacked by
intertwined. There's gonna be, like, a last story that, like, ties up all 4 of these, stories together.
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road to Daxian.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Willing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom, Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games. A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
I'm sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
That sword definitely looks like Dimitri's sword during the war arc. No, not Dimitri. He didn't have a sword. He had a spear. I'm thinking of Violet's sword.
You'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field. Then let the battle commence. Each unit's movement range is shown in blue, and their attack range in red. Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins. You'll take turns moving and fighting across the map as you engage in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions. The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Here it comes!
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units. Axes have low accuracy but high attack power. Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units. And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning, gauntlets that look like firearms, and other unique weapons.
Yeah, peace.
Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack.
This is oh, I got a gun now.
Those
Okay.
equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage, while adjacent allies can receive buffs. Take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor. Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power, longer range, or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments. There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts. Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide area. After moving, Dietrich's ink black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible. Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes. Lida plays her Vihuela to buff allies, summon a powerful monster, and more. These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time. After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned.
Oh.
Based on their class, such as Shido, who are skilled with swords, Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and Bishops, who use white magic, a unit's abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary. Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers. Beginner classes are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic. And Orneus riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor. Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long distances, while charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line. There are over 10 to attain. Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units. Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic, plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful elephant riders and other classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
You defeat me?
Wait, is that death?
Between matches, you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Daxian. Or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian. The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents. At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance your weapons using materials you've collected. This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle. These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, halving the damage you receive, and more. Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
help in this matter.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it. The spirits
Or invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
Looking good.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
Okay, so you can
When you
play
venture
through all
outside
4
of Daxian, you can explore areas
characters at
across
once
the
at
continent.
any time.
Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully. Visit towns to purchase local wares,
Anything you'd like?
or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin. Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons, where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons, along with other treasures. When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon, a turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes can use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out her assembled troops to gather materials or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power battle.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign, that I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
I bet that guy, I bet he's the bad guy. I don't know why, I can just sense it. He seems like he could be a bad guy. Oh wait, time skip?
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Five years after the heroic games, Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god, Sophis, calls down a single soul.
Oh, so this must be the last story that this must be the last story.
This is the story's true protagonist. You are given 2 choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task.
Ishmael. Oh, he's gonna be the next Smash
Or
character.
the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the 4 heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo Switch.
So if I had to guess,
are available now.
They show up like fairly early on. They must show up early on, like maybe in like the first.
Includes a 150-page art book.
Maybe like the first third of the game.
And more will be available the same day.
Maybe like 20% story follows the four characters. Then the
will be available following this presentation.
Then changes to Ishmael.
Game music anytime, anywhere will be updated with certain tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today. Additionally, the Nintendo Today smart device app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow. The app will also feature new information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave leading up to launch. There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, that was sort of a lot to take in. Okay. So, okay,
even the four heroes down a single soul. This is the story's true protagonist. You are given two choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own.
so if I had to guess, the four you play, I guess, you play the main four stories. That happens like maybe what, say first, maybe like 20% to the story. Then after you finish all four of those stories, then Ishmael's story takes up the remainder of the story.
With the knowledge.
That's my guess. Because it doesn't seem, because I don't think they would just reveal something this important if it doesn't happen at least in the first third of the game.
To change the fates of the four heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which
If it's a Fortuna, a new person. Okay. Alright, when did this game come out again? September 17th. It's like a month and a half away. Okay. Alright. I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching. And subscribe or follow for more streams.